A review of House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi's financial records appears to suggest that the real reason she voted against the GOP's tax reform bill last month was not to protect working-class Americans, as she claimed, but to protect her own interests. According to the Washington Free Beacon, Pelosi's records show that she owns 3 multi-million-dollar homes, 2 of which are in liberal California. Moreover, the combined 2017 property tax bill for these homes was reportedly $137,000. This brings us to the tax reform bill that the GOP-led House and Senate passed in mid-December and President Donald Trump signed promptly afterward. That bill, which as a reminder cuts taxes for 90% of all Americans, contains a provision that limits the amount of state, local and property taxes the wealthy may deduct to just $10,000. Because this provision means that the wealthy residents of high-tax liberal states will undoubtedly pay more on their taxes starting in 2018, some rich people have been trying to game the system by prepaying their property taxes. Trending, 13-year cover-up, lost photo emerges of Obama and radical black nationalist together, as some states and localities allow people to prepay their state and local taxes, including property taxes. If they did so this year, people could conceivably deduct them from this year's taxes, The Washington Post explained late last year in a guide sheet it prepared for its wealthy readers. Now guess who decided to pull this exact trick? That's right, Nancy Pelosi, that is, the woman who claims to be a champion for working-class Americans and constantly rails against the wealthy for allegedly not paying their fair share. Just days after President Trump signed the sweeping tax bill into law late last month, Pelosi and her husband tried to preserve $64,000 in property tax breaks, known as the state and local taxes, SALT, deductions, for her 2 California homes, the Beacon reported. She accomplished this by prepaying the property taxes on a $7.2 million estate she owns in San Francisco and a $4.0 million residence she owns in Napa. Do you think Pelosi's only reason for being against the tax bill was its effect on her wallet? Yes, no. Completing this poll entitles you to Conservative Tribune News updates free of charge. You may opt out at any time. You also agreed to our privacy policy in terms of use. She also reportedly paid the property taxes on her 3rd multi-million-dollar home, a condo that resides in Washington, D.C. How convenient. Perhaps I'm wrong, but judging by Pelosi's hypocritical attempt to avoid paying taxes on her own property, I'm convinced the only reason she voted against the tax reform bill and continues to lambaste it daily is because of its effect on her wallet. Every single metric shows that the tax bill is benefiting the majority of Americans in numerous ways, from causing an increase in their wages to putting bonuses in their pockets and, of course, reducing their taxes. Related, big companies benefiting from Trump tax cut under siege by California socialists, yet Pelosi continues to gripe about it daily, falsely deriding the benefits being enjoyed by the American people as mere crumbs. And I'll tell you exactly why, because this duplicitous woman, who for the record is reportedly worth more than $100 million, knows that because of Trump's tax bill, poor little her will have to pay more on her property taxes starting in 2019, thankfully, she can't prepay that far out ahead. Well, let me tell you something, Miss Pelosi, we see right through you, and in doing so, we also see why only a fool would ever vote to keep you in office. P.S. You are no champion of the working class, lady. Please share this story on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you think about House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi's disgusting hypocrisy. What do you think about the tax trick Pelosi pulled? Scroll down to comment below.